We got it.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, happy summer heat. We're so glad to see you all. And you
And if
know,
we have to wear bikinis later on, we will. No,
well,
no.
you have to speak for yourself on that. That's so yeah. So because we haven't been able to tour a
Tour.
lot this summer, I was sitting on the couch the other day, and I was just having fun with songs, and one song led to another, and I thought, well, let's just do this in a Zoom. So,
But there's something else. You were telling that story about going to the plane crash place and everything. You kind of got stuck on some.
oh yeah,
We're paying homage.
yeah, the Buddy Holly story I saw the other night, which I had never seen before. I really love Buddy Holly, and one time I had a conference in Minneapolis, and I drove out through Iowa, and in the afternoon I get to go into the surf ballroom and just stand on the stage where Buddy Holly performed that last show, and then I drove out to the site where the plane had crashed and where they died. There was a little memorial out in the middle of a cornfield.
That's nice.
I carried my guitar up, I sang him some songs, and
Sweet.
that was yeah.
We're
So
paying homage.
and I've always meant to learn more Buddy Holly songs, and every day it's a getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day it's a getting faster. Everyone says go ahead and ask her. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, every day seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? Every day it's a getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, every day it's a little faster. Everyone says go ahead and ask her. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, every day seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? Every day it's a little closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, love like yours will surely come my way.
Buddy Holly, hot summer night.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't know. I just got thinking about the people who were popular back before your perception of music out there. I mean, I never was familiar with Buddy Holly, and he was just huge, and I never was familiar with Hank Williams, and Hank Williams was huge. So I'm going to dedicate this to a guy I've only ever met over the phone named Mike Pope. Back when I was growing up in Brantford and going to the New Haven coffee houses, Mike was a mainstay of there. And I found a recording of his the other day where he did this song, and I thought, oh great. So figured we'll do it. Today I passed you on the street, and my heart fell at your feet. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. Somebody else stood by your side, and it looks so satisfied. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. Picture from the past came slowly stealing as I brushed your arm and walked so close to you. Suddenly I got that old time feeling. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. It's hard to know another's lips have kissed you, held you just the way I used to do. Heaven only knows how much I miss you. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. Oh, I can't help it if I'm still in love with you.
I love those songs so much. I was kind of late to the Williams party too, but when I got there, I became a huge fan. So it's just nothing like it. Talk about some roots in our music.
I know, I know. So my daughter was just in Australia, and she called me up and she said, "Dad, listen, kookaburras," and I guess they were everywhere. And so I had a secondhand experience, but I've never heard anybody put a kookaburras song into a song like this one. But there's a good summer song here by our friend Pat Wily up in Wisconsin. Out on the front porch, under the stars, far from the city lights, noise and the cars, with the crickets and the tree frogs and the whippoorwills call, we dance to the barred owl bones. Who cooks for you? That's what the barn owls say. Who cooks for you? It's a piney wood serenade. Who cooks for you? We echo their call as we dance to the barred owl walls. We seldom see them, though we know when they're there, for their voices drift sweetly on the cool forest air, through an ocean of trees, to our front porch dance hall, where we sway with the barred owl waltz. Who cooks for you? That's what the barred owls say. Who cooks for you? It's a piney wood serenade. Who cooks for you? We echo their call as we dance to the barred owl waltz. They ask the same question of us every night. Can they be they've grown tired of eating raw mice? Maybe we should invite them to our next barbecue. They can dance to the barred owl too. Who cooks for you? That's what the barred owls say. Who cooks for you? It's a piney wood serenade. Who cooks for you? We echo their call as we dance to the barred owl waltz. Who cooks for you? That's what the barred owls say. Who cooks for you? It's a piney wood serenade. Who cooks for you? We echo their call as we dance to the barred owl waltz. Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all? That's the southern barred owl. Who cooks for you?
I love that song too, babe.
Yes, Pat Wily, very
Charming little song.
Very talented, talented songwriter.
We've been trapping groundhogs around where I live in Adrian, Michigan. Way down here.
You have a Groundhog Song?
I should by now. There's been a dozen of them.
That's right. So we are working on our new album, and it's very fun. This is one of the songs we're going to record there. Well, it's hard times in this winter city, though the falling snow kind of makes it look pretty. Colored lights, Christmas coming on, well, they shine like stars and then they're gone. Sidewalks echo full of restless feet that are keeping time with that city beat. Now old Joe's got a steel guitar, used to make his living playing in the bars. Now he spends his time at the park, playing for nickels from dawn to dark. Night finds him sleeping out on the street. Well, he's just a part of that city beat. Too little hope, too little sky, but dreams are the wings on which we fly. And the alleys they whisper, neighborhoods talk, and somewhere in the middle down the pavement I walk. Somebody's singing next block down. I can't hear the words, but there's joy in that sound. And past the dark edge of sorrow, it smiles like a friend, and it lifts my feet as I get moving again. The melody lingers, it's both bitter and sweet, singing out the rhythm of that city beat. Too little hope, too little sky, but dreams are the wings on which we fly. And the alleys they whisper, neighborhoods talk, and somewhere in the middle down the pavement I walk. Well, the morning's hazy, full of fog and steam. It swirls and disappears like some elusive dream. And the city fills in a long, deep breath, and it takes you in, and you do your best. The story's always changing as it plays and repeats, and it keeps in time with that city beat.
Oh, dude, it's fun to sing.
Thank
It's
you.
fun. It's hot, but it's fun.
So yes, this is another one of the first songs I heard. Started to go to coffee houses, and it was written by a guy named Steve Gillette. Steve Gillette and Tom Campbell. Steve is a wonderful guy and wonderful songwriter. And his first album, not that the others aren't good, but the first album on Vanguard Records was just amazing. I think it was just called Steve Gillette.
I've done this song since the very beginning of my career with every single band I've ever been in. So, I mean, it's a folk kit.
Oh, yeah, well,
David, we have a quick question.
yes.
Linda Klein's asking if you've ever recorded the Barn Owl song.
Not yet?
No, we're thinking about, we're going to put out more about our CD probably next week, and we're going to be asking for donations because it's probably a $20,000 project at least to do it. And but we were thinking of recording a CD basically for the contributors, and
For our favorite
we were gonna
friends.
put Bardo on that. So
Thank you.
Bardo
Now we should, for sure.
A couple other things. So. Ooh, oh, where the walker runs down to the Carson Valley plain. There lived a maiden, Darcy Farrow was her name. The daughter of old Dundee, and a fair one was she, the sweetest flower that bloomed o'er the range. Now she was courted by young Vandermeer, and quite handsome was he, as I hear. He brought her silver rings and lacy things, and promised to wed before the snows fell that year. But her pony it did stumble, and she did fall. Her dying touched the hearts of us one and all. Young Vandy in his pain put a bullet through his brain, and they buried them together as the snows began to fall. Oh, they sing of Darcy Farrow where the Truckee runs through. They sing of her beauty in Virginia City too. At dusky sundown to a name they drink around, and to a young Vandy whose love was so true. So where the walker runs down to the Carson Valley plain, there lived a maiden, Darcy Farrow was her name. The daughter of old Dundee, and a fair one was she, the sweetest flower that bloomed o'er the range. We don't do that one enough.
Woo! That feels good though to do that. Wow. Look at these, are all our favorites right here.
Usually we save this for the end of the night.
We got too many cool songs tonight. We just got loud.
Yeah, the other night I just felt like playing it after Darcy Farrow.
Cool.
So
I'm in.
I've got beggars on my trail, leaning a ragged rail, and to hold me while I'm ailing again. If I think in cold, find that mother load, I'll be back on again. You may know me when I've been blessed, and I give you a song, and I'm gone with the rest. Save a place in the corner, leave a key here by the door, and I will live in jubilation, be returning the voice and more. But your face is froze across, long ago been frosted over, and it looks unreal. When I doubt your mind, I'm pulled along by a kind of a spirit, and it makes me feel. You may know me when I've been blessed, and I give you a song, and I'm gone for the rest. Save a place in the corner, leave a key
by the door, and I will leave in jubilation.
Be returning for some more. Now I've got beggars on the trail, leaning a ragged railing to hold me while I'm ailing again. If I'm thinking cold to find that mother lode, I'll be back on again. You may know me when I've been blessed, and I give you a song when I'm gone with the rest. Save a place in the corner, leave a key here by the door, and I will leave in jubilation. Be returning for some more.
Oh yeah, Mother Lode.
Okay, I want to.
Tip it good.
Oh yeah, I wanted.
Tip it.
I didn't realize the guitar. The
was an
guitar-
80s hit.
The guitar is not in there, but
I know I'm all sweaty. I'm sorry. The things we do for love. I'll sweat for you guys like anytime. We've really missed you. We missed doing our shows in New Bedford. We missed our Ohio shows. We missed everybody we were going to see along the way. And, we just weren't there to say how much we love you. But we're here tonight to kind of say we're sorry we missed you, but we love you.
song by Dave Carter.
I think I'll shake it.
On a sleepy, endless ocean, when the world lay in a dream, there was rhythm in the splash and roll, but not a voice to sing. So the moon fell on the breakers, and the morning warmed the waves, till a single celled jumping hum with joy as though to say, "This is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of you." Then the day shone bright and around her, and the one turned into two, and the two into 10,000 things, the old things into new. And on some virgin beachhead, one lonesome critter crawled, and he looked about and shouted out in his most astonished drawl, "This is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms." Then all the sky was buzzing, and the ground was carpet green, and the weary children of the woods went dancing in between. And the people sang rejoicing when their fields were glad with grain, this song of celebration from their cities on the plain. This is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms. Now there's smoke across the harbor, and there's factories on the shore, and the world is ill with greed and will and enterprise of war. But I will lay my burdens in the cradle of your grace, and shining beaches of your love.
When the mercy of your embrace. This is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of me. This is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. When should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden.
You know, I'm going to dedicate that to Jimmy Carter tonight. Jimmy Carter, what
He
a
walks the walk.
visionary, you know, yes, he walks the walk. And he said in the 70s that, you know, addressing the climate crisis should be the equivalent of moral equivalent of war. And,
Yeah. He's a fine, fine man.
yep. And,
We'll
boy,
never see the likes of him again.
Yes,
I reckon.
That's right. That's right. Oh, you know what? Since Cindy is here,
Cindy!
who, as I remember, talks to trees. Little west of nowhere is my town. A faded elegance falling down. Somewhere lost between the cracks. The world rushed through this place. I hope it never comes back. Politicians said, put your doubts aside. But spin is just another word for lie. They took this land, betrayed our trust, ground all our dreams away, left us tears and dust. So I started one September night. Sometimes you just do what you feel is right. With a shovel and some seedlings from a friend, and a will to try and make some kind of amends. I plant for you, I plant for me, I plant a prayer of hope with each and every tree. All for a world I'll never see. You need things you can find me planting trees. At first it was only me, and there wasn't much to see. Anger and despair still grip the town. Leave it to the children to turn such things around. They started coming in ones and twos, wanting to know what they could do. And in this place where hope had died, they brought their joy of life, and the town regained its pride. And they plant for you, they plant for me, they are the prayer of hope with each and every tree. All for a world they still may see. In the evenings you can find them planting trees. When I grow up, I want to be a tree. I'm gonna make my home with the birds and the bees and the squirrels. They can count on me when I grow up to be a tree. I'm gonna let my back get stiff, plant my feet in the ground, take the winters off, settle down and keep my clothes till they turn brown. When I grow up, I'm gonna settle down. I'm gonna reach till I know why. When spring comes by, I'm gonna get real green. When the dogs come by, I'm gonna get real mean. On windy days, I'll bend and lean. When I grow up, I'm gonna get real green. If I should fall in storm or slumber, please don't turn me into lumber. I'd rather be a Louisville slugger, swinging for the seats. I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach for the sky. I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach till I know why. And sometimes I walk to start my day, watch the morning shadows play. Like tiny hands they reach and weave, and so the earth gives thanks, and I find that's all I need. We plant for you, we plant for me, we plant a prayer of hope of each and every tree. All for a world that still can be. In the evenings you can find us planting trees. We plant for you, we plant for me, we plant a prayer of hope of each and every tree. All for a world that still can be. In the evenings you can join us planting trees. And I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna reach, and I'll know why. I'm gonna John Gorka wrote that When I Grow Up, I'm Going to Be a Tree song. It just seemed like very appropriate.
We've had another question, if you're up for it. Suzanne Holm is asking, what kind of shaker is Libby using? Where did she get it? I'm going to be doing some instrument shopping after a while.
That's right. You know, we were in Buffalo playing, and we took a break. Oh, I forgot to turn my phone on. So we took a break, and somebody came up to me and said, "What's that LED shaker that Libby's using?" And I said,
Wow, that thing you were shaking with the LED lights was so far out. We were so fascinated with it, we couldn't keep our eyes off it. Those LED lights, all them different colors and stuff. I said, what are you talking about? And they said, no, really, the thing you shake with all the colors and the LED lights. And I said, this? And they went, well, there's no lights on that. And I go, no. And they go, what? And they go, hey, come here, look at this. It's got no lights on.
It's sequins.
David said, don't ever take the eggs out of the bag, ever. I'd forgotten and left them in the little travel bag. You know, like your makeup and stuff, you know, diva kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Girls, you know what I'm talking about. And so I forgot, you know, we were late, you know, something technical, you know how that goes, kind of like tonight. So, Suzanne, it's a percussion egg in the beloved sequin bag.
Winking and blinking and nod one night, sailed off in a wooden shoe. Sailed on a river of crystal light into a sea of dew. Where are you going? What do you wish? The old moon asked the three. We have come to fish for the herring fish, live in the beautiful sea. Nets of silver and gold have we. So winking, winking, nod. Old moon laughed and sang a song as they rocked in the wooden shoe. And the wind that sped them all night long ruffled the sea of dew. The little stars were the herring fish that lived in the beautiful sea. Now cast your nets wherever you wish, never fear to leave. So cried the stars to the fishermen three, winking and blinking at night. All night long their nets they cast to the stars in the twinkling foam. Then down from the sky came the wooden shoe, bringing the fishermen home. 'Twas all so lovely a sail it seemed as if it could never be. Some folk thought 'twas a dream they dreamed of sailing that beautiful sea. But I shall name you fishermen three, winking and blinking at night. Winking and blinking her two little eyes, and on his little head. And the wooden shoe that sailed the skies, a wee once trundle bed. So shut your eyes now as mother sings of wonderful sights to be. And you will see all those beautiful things as you rock on a misty sea. Where the old shoe rocked, the fishermen three, winking and blinking at night.
That's so pretty. I love that song. Thanks, you guys. He's just got a cast of favorites here tonight. You know.
God, now I can't remember the name of the guy who wrote that.
Eugene O'Neill.
No, Eugene Fields?
Eugene Fields. No, that's not him.
That's not it?
I don't know. It's
I
a
can't-
woman.
No, it's...
Which one are we talking about?
Oh, Winkin' Blinkin' and Nine.
Oh, okay.
He was called the children's poet back in the 1890s.
Did you see me wipe my nose on your shirt? Sorry.
The question is, did you all see her? You know,
We'll edit that part out. Cut.
One of my favorite summer songs by Greg Brown.
Wait a minute.
Well, all right. Here we go. I've got peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. Supper's ready, everybody come on in now. Taste a little of the summer, you can taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer, my grandma put it all in jars. There's a root cellar, fruit cellar down below. Duck your head now, down you go. The peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. Supper's ready, everybody come on in now. Taste a little of the summer, you can taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer, my grandma put it all in jars. Well, maybe you're weary and you don't give a damn. I bet you never tasted her blackberry jam. Peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. Supper's ready, everybody come on in now. Taste a little of the summer, you can taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer, my grandma put it all in jars. When I go see my grandma, I gain a lot of weight. With her dear hand she gives me plate after plate. She cans the pickles, sweet and dill, cans the songs of the whippoorwill, and the morning dew and the evening moon. And I really gotta go see her pretty soon, 'cause these canned food you buy at the store, they ain't got the summer in them anymore. And you bet Grandma, sure as you're born, I'll take some more potatoes in a thunderstorm. Peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. Supper's ready, everybody come on in now. Taste a little of the summer, you can taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer, my grandma put it all in jars. So let those December winds billow and blow. I'm as warm as a July tomato. I've got peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. Supper's ready, everybody come on in now. Taste a little of the summer, you can taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer, my grandma put it all in jars. Great job. Thank you. Thank
Love
you.
that song.
Well, that's right. And I ate one of those warm tomatoes. I got my third cherry tomato today.
Yeah, we had a couple.
And
I made stuffed peppers last night with my peppers. Ooh, yum.
Libby has got like giganto peppers. I don't
Mighty
even know
peppers.
how it's possible. I mean, my peppers haven't even blossomed yet. And she's just got these
I
gigantic,
cooked them up last night. I stuffed them.
yeah.
Got a lot of banana peppers too. What do you got going for me now?
Oh. So
This
we're,
one right here?
Yeah, we're going to dedicate this to our friend Jonas.
Yeah, Jonas.
Who we did the Ukrainian benefit with, good friend, and
Yeah.
he just got back from playing in Lithuania.
Yeah, we're
And,
jealous.
we're jealous. So,
You want to do the Lithuanian part?
yeah, we'll do the Lithuanian first. Susiborkiam šeima, čia mūsų vieta, sveitingas praeivi dužeik. Lik duona davina mes viena daina, ateitis prasideda čia, which is a translation of gather the family, here we belong, and a welcome good stranger come in. Our voices together all singing one song, and it's here that the future begins. Our ancestors came from away, far away, from 1,000 traditions and kin. What we all share together as we stand here today, the chance to start over again. Gather the family, here we belong, and welcome good stranger come in. Our voices together all singing one song, and it's here that the future begins. Our measure of worth's not in power or gold. The greatest truth comes from the heart, and it's how we take care of the weak and the old. And this is a place we can start. Gather the family, here we belong, and a welcome good stranger come in. Our voices together all singing one song, and it's here that the future begins. And so like a forest our roots hold the past, while our branches reach into the sky. Let our gift to our children be family that lasts, and a future to which they can fly. Gather the family, here we belong, and welcome good stranger come in. Our voices together all singing one song, and it's here that the future begins. Susiborkiam šeima, čia mūsų vieta, sveitingas praeivi užeik. Lik duona dalina mes viena daina, Atetus prasidida. Atetus, our future. Prasidida begins. Cha is here.
Yeah.
Ah, I love that. So
Cool.
thank you.
Very cool, David. I mean, it's hot, David, but it's.
Yeah. So we're going to do a few more songs and then take a short break and bring back our special, or bring back. Well, he was here for sound check.
Well,
We have our special guest for tonight. We're very excited about him.
we're always excited about him.
Greg, Greg, David, you had one more song after you did the Greg Brown. They were saying, "Will you do the new grape soda song?"
New grape.
Really? Now, who's that?
Does it matter? Does it matter?
That was Linda Klein again.
Linda Klein. Linda Klein, you would remember this. All right, I'm going to try
Go
it.
ahead.
Maybe it doesn't.
Go ahead.
You might. So this is a an advertising
Jingle?
jingle from I think the 1920s or 30s. I got a new grape, nice and fine. 3 rings around the bottle is a genuine. I got your ice cold new grape. I got a new grape, nice and fine. There's plenty imitations, but there's none like mine. I got your ice cold new grape. Little children in the backyard playing in the sand. Run and get your mama, it's the new grape man. I got your ice cold new grape. My sister Mary has a beau, says he crazy loves her so. Buys her a new grape every day, he knows he's bound to win that way. I got a nice cold new grape. And when from work you come home late, rolling pin weights at the gate, smile and bribe her with new grape, then you'll slip through in good shape. I got your ice cold new grape. Oh God.
Those are the days I can just see it clear as a bell.
And it was recorded on a 78 by the New Grape Twins. You can look at. I think it's up. And there's a follow up to it too. I think you can look it up on New Grape. The New Grape Twins. They're great.
They're great.
They're great. So this is one of the first songs I remember learning. Went to coffee houses, New Haven, Connecticut. I'm from Brantford, Connecticut, which is 10 minutes to the east. And this is a song that Randy Burns used to sing. I'll do a shout out to Randy here. And it was written by Eric Anderson. And one of the thrills of my life was sharing the stage with Eric and getting a chance to sing this with him. You've long been on the open road, you've been sleeping in the rain. From the dirty words and muddy cells, your clothes are soiled and stained. But the dirty words and the muddy cells will soon be judged insane. So only stop to rest yourself, and you'll be off again. So take off your thirsty boots and stay for a while. Your feet are hot and weary from a dusty mile. And maybe I can make you laugh, maybe I can try. I'm just looking for the evening and the morning in your eyes. Then tell me of the ones you've seen as far as you can see. Across the plain from field to town, marching to be free. and of the rusty prison gates, they're all tumbled by degree. Like laughing children, everyone, they looked like you and me. So take off your thirsty boots and stay for a while. Your feet are hot and weary from a dusty mile, and maybe I can make you laugh, maybe I can try. I'm just looking for the evening and the morning in your eyes. Well, I know you are no stranger down this crooked rainbow trail, from glancing spiffed shattered sills of slander shackled jails. But the voices, they drift up from below as the walls are being scaled. Yes, all of this and more, my friend, your song shall not be failed. So take off your thirsty boots and stay for a while. Your feet are hot and weary from a dusty mile, and maybe I can make you laugh, maybe I can try. I'm just looking for the evening and the morning in your eyes. I'm just looking for the evening and the morning in your eyes.
Sweet. One of my favorites. Oh, I don't sing that enough either.
All right, so this this will be
This
the
is a
first time.
request.
That's right. This is a request from Southern Ohio, from Miss Mindy out there.
I must say that I was young enough. This was the first album I recall ever being able to be old enough to be put on the spindle, put it on myself, turn it on, and listen to. And I know this was pre-kindergarten, around in there, whatever year this came out in, probably is.
Well, I think it was 57. I think I was 5 years old.
Okay,
This is the.
there you go. That's why. Had a red label. I'm telling you.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and this is the first song that I remember.
If I had a nickel for every time we sang this song in the old days, I'd be very rich.
In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took along some bacon and we took along some beans, and we met the bloody British in town New Orleans. We fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, Hickory said we could take them by surprise, and we didn't fire a musket, we looked them in the eyes. Held our fire till we see their faces well, then we opened up our squirrels and we gave them hell. We fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles. They ran through the bushes and they ran through the go. Ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, we fired our cannon until the barrel melted down. Then we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. Filled the head with cannonballs, powers he's behind. When we set the powder off, the gator lost his mind. We fired our guns and the British kept coming. Wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Woo!
Oh, wow.
That was a hit for Johnny Horton, and I think he wrote that, but I think the 12th of January, an old folks tune, is the musical basis for that song, which is like, there I am, you know. First thing is folk music. So, all right, maybe we'll take a little break on that.
Oh yeah, that's
For
good.
a few minutes, and then
Come back with.
we'll hydrate ourselves. And
Have we told them who it is?
no, oh no. So
You guys, listen up now.
Reverend Robert B. Jones is going to be here tonight, and yes, we're thrilled to have him. So yes, if you can make a donation tonight to pay Brian and.
I've put up the links for you there.
Thank you, Brian.
That would be great, and we will be right back.
Be right
and
back.
we're so glad you're all here. And sorry we had the technical problem in the beginning, so we couldn't chat. But after Robert does his 3 songs, we're probably going to do a couple more, and then we'll be into the chat till midnight. No, I'm kidding. All right, bye. looking for?
For a second. What?
I don't think so. All right, we're back. How does that fan sound out there?
Well, you're not going to listen to us anymore.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. We really want to really thank the Reverend Robert Jones for being here tonight and taking his Thursday night away from maybe grandparent duty. so maybe you want to be here, Robert.
Hey, whatever, man.
All right, you know what? Is Robert muted?
Am I muted?
No, I hear him.
Okay. I'm not muted. So.
No. Robert. All right, can we hear you?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear
I
me?
can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me, David?
All right. Ryan.
Brian's on it, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, it looks like
You can hear me, right, Robert?
You should be on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call David because
There he is.
Okay.
I'm in the audience and I can hear you, Reverend.
yeah, no, I think the problem's on
Well,
David.
that's good. The problem's on David's end.
Yeah.
So how you folks doing tonight? Hey, man, it's good to be here. And, man, what the definition of technical difficulties is what has hit David and Libby tonight. And in spite of that, they sound good. They look good. Libby looks refreshed. They look hydrated. It's all good, you know. In fact, I have never seen anybody going through all the stuff they're going through to look as happy as Libby looks tonight.
I think
They're playing those kind of gigs like Robert Johnson used to play down in Mississippi, where it's like 95 degrees and folks are frying catfish. And Robert's trying to meet a woman and he's singing to her like. Got a kind-hearted woman doing a thing anywhere for me. Got a kind-hearted woman doing a thing anywhere for me. Those evil-hearted women, Ooh, Lord, they just won't let me be. No, I love my baby, but my baby don't love me. Love my baby, but my baby don't love me. I'm really crazy about that gal. I can't stand to leave my baby be. I got a call on a woman, studies evil all the time. I got a call on a woman who studies evil all the time. I just as soon you kill me, baby, as you have it on your mind. So, thank you so much. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor to be asked to be a part of Mustard's Retreat and your wonderful show. Like I said, under adverse conditions, you guys still sounded great and you look good. And it's fun to be here. I'll tell you, this has been a trying last 2 or 3 years. But as I was listening to you guys doing those great covers, I mean, songs that inspire you and move you, and people that you met along the way, excuse me. I do not have an assistant here to pick up my capo when I drop it, so that's life. But when we hear those people who inspired us musically, man, it's amazing. When I was a kid, my grandmother was a big Sam Cooke fan. But she was Sam Cooke, the gospel singer fan, you know. Songs like, there was a woman in the Bible days, sick for so very long. Heard that Jesus was coming by, joined together in throne. She was pushing her way through. Some cried, "Oh woman, what are you trying to do?" So if I touch the hem of his garment, I know I'll be made whole. And then Sam Cooke went and discovered one of the most prolific chord changes in American music. And from those chords, he built a pop career. It was like, darling, you send me. I know you send me. I know you send me. Honest you do, honest you do. Oh, and he turned around and come up with another hit like, that's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. And then a song that would probably be too risque to do now. She's only 16, only 16. I love her so. She was too young to fall in love. was too young to know. Only appropriate if you're only 16. So, think about all of that great music that came out of that young man, Sam Cooke. But then I really think about the night that Sam Cooke became not a gospel singer or not a pop singer, but the night he became a folk singer because he was trying to get a hotel room in Louisiana and he couldn't get it because of the color of his skin. And he went out and wrote this song. I was born by a river in a little tin, Lord, and just like that river I've been running ever since. It's been a long, long time coming, but I knew change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. It's been so hard living, I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I knew change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. And I go to my brother, I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Yeah, there been times that I thought I couldn't last for long. Now I think I'm gonna be able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I knew change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Thank you. So this summer I actually had a chance to visit or play at a very wonderful festival in New Bedford, Massachusetts. But this is my third trip there, but this time I got a chance to really dig into the history of the place. It was amazing that, when I walked into this building and there was this huge portrait of Frederick Douglass, this huge mural of Frederick Douglass on the side of the building, and then this huge portrait inside. And then I went down the road and I saw this great church, this Mariners Church, where Herman Melville, not only was sitting there, but wrote about it in the novel Moby Dick. And I realized that for me, it was one of the first things that inspired me as a songwriter is to read the words of Moby Dick, where he quotes from the book of Jude, saying that the sailors who came in and listened to the pastor, Reverend Mudge told them about the blackness of darkness. And I thought about that. I was like, that's cool, man. And about 20 years ago, I wrote a song by turning that phrase around from the blackness of darkness to the darkness of blackness. And I thought the song was finished until about a year ago, where another verse sort of fell out. So I think New Bedford for giving inspiration to this kid from Detroit. Millville told a tale of a preacher who cried, preaching to the men who come in on the tide. They were tired, hungry, and broken inside, and he taught them blackness of darkness. And their sons and their daughters walked down the same road, never knowing a life without burden or load. But still from their hearts, you know, love overflowed as they lived through the darkness of blackness. Forget not our fathers who were hung from the tree. Forget not our mothers who prayed on their knees. For the greatest of us is still lesser than these, who live through the darkness of blackness. And our fathers were feared even though they wore chains, feared for their muscles and feared for their brains. But when all else is gone, still the blackness remains. And they taught us the power of blackness. And with strong, able women, our fathers were blessed. Their beauty showed through even shabbily dressed. For a queen wearing rags is a queen nonetheless. And it taught us the beauty of blackness. Forget not our fathers who were hung from the trees. Forget not our mothers who prayed on their knees. For the greatest of us is still lesser than these, who live through the darkness of blackness. In our fathers built houses by the strength of their hands, just to see them burn down by the knights of the clan. But they looked up to heaven and they built them again, and they fought back the darkness of blackness. And they fought it with sinew, they fought it with bone, they fought it together and they fought it alone. And they fought back with marching and they fought back with song, and they fought back the darkness of blackness. Forget not our fathers who were hung from the trees. Forget not our mothers who prayed on their knees. For the greatest of us is still lesser than these, who live through the darkness of blackness. And you rise in the morning, never knowing what to expect. You rise always, only seeking respect. You rise in spite of the knee on your neck, when you live in the darkness of blackness. And one day, when our fathers we meet face to face, though some sons be addicted and some daughters debased, let us not have to say, when they ask of the race, that we fell to the blackness of darkness. Forget not our fathers who were hung from the trees. Forget not our mothers who prayed on their knees. For the greatest of us is still lesser than these, who live through the darkness of blackness. Who live through the darkness of blackness. Who live through the darkness of blackness. Thank you.
Robert, that ought
Yes, sir.
to be in a movie.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But
David, see if you can turn your audio volume up in Zoom, because you're coming through really quiet. You're really tiny.
Oh, I don't know how I turn the.
Go to audio settings and turn that little slider in the middle up.
It looks like it's all the way to the.
there
it
you
is.
go. That's better.
Oh, I can hear.
Oh. All right. Well, good. Well,
Robert, you know, message music is really why I got into this whole folk bag years ago when I was a kid, and that's what touched me. Of course, a good beat, easy to dance to, never hurts, but Yeah, I thank you so much for that. That is a very important song. Very.
Well, thank you. So, it's I was talking to Reggie Harris, and we were just saying how privileged we all are. I mean, Reggie, myself, you guys, how privileged we all are to be in this stream and in this time when we can do music that is about more than entertainment. Though I love entertainment. Now, don't get me wrong, but music can be more than entertainment. It can be inspiration, and you just feel yourself privileged to be in some modest way in the same line as folks like Josh White or Odetta or Pete Seeger or you know those folks who sang music, and Nina Simone, those folks who sang music that kind of made you think a little bit too.
Yeah,
So
it is a great community, and I always say it's family. And most of them you haven't met yet, and some are black sheep, and we are black sheep. But it's like we
But I really find this two-way conversation with the audience just the most fascinating part of being able to be on stage and sing what you like and sing what you feel. And when I see you perform to me, and I just believe that you're so sincere. It just comes through so clearly, Robert. You know I'm a huge fan. I don't have, but
well, I'm a huge fan of y'all, which is great because you know what? If I'll let you in on a secret. If the Bible had been written down south, Jesus would have said the kingdom of heaven is within y'all, not within you. And we get this idea that God loves me and he can't stand you. What he really means is it's within the community as we, reinforce and help and pray for and pull for one another. And so I'm a big fan of y'all, and I'm a big fan of you, Libby. And it's like, you bring that sunshine with you. You can be in a Cool Hand Luke movie. You can be in A Night in the Box, and you're still smiling. And you still, bringing that spirit. So that's wonderful. And I just thank you guys for letting me be, a part of this night and letting me be a part of this audience. And one thing that's great about Zoom is that you actually get to meet your audience. So that's so cool.
we're hooked on it. We get our audiences from everywhere all in the same room. They had a front row seat. They're sitting right in front of us, and I wouldn't change any of this. I hated pandemic. I still hate pandemic, but it has certainly turned it around, and I'm more interested in ever than communicating the message that I have.
Absolutely.
and this is just so really for all of you audience out there. It's so wonderful. Some of you we don't even get to see every year.
We
and
need
it's
you, and we love you,
yeah.
and this allows us for all to be in the same room, and it's very visceral and it's very real, and people don't sometimes just don't understand how real it is, but I need to see you guys. I need it. you know
Yeah. Yeah, it is very necessary. And when you really think about it, it's almost like the music comes full circle. There was a point at which the music was made out on somebody's porch or in somebody's backyard or in a parlor, and then somebody invented, recordings, and then you had radio, and you had these mega concerts, and you go see somebody and you're looking up at the screen because the people are like 1 inch high. But then we come right back to the point where we have these really intimate kind of concerts and relationships. And you can actually ask the guy, "Hey, David, what kind of picks do you use?" And he can answer you. So it's kind of really cool.
So he asked what kind of guitar. This is a Martin D35 1967. I've been using it for since about 1976.
All right.
Been a while.
when he had hair, more, more hair.
We still have hair. It's just white.
That's right. That's right. Well, Robert, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
And you can look him up on Facebook, and see where he's going to be playing, and
Oh my gosh, you're in for such a treat when he
I'll
is
post his link to his website up here right now.
playing.
Yeah.
and so Diane, I think he's going to get up to Trumansburg. I'm working on a show for him up there, and so
And if you see Chris again, give Chris my best. I love her so much.
I will. She is such a powerhouse. It was like she was like blowing folks off the stage. Chris Matthews, just a wonderful performer. And talk about message music. Doesn't get any more messagey than Chris. So you guys go ahead, man, and close the night out. Have a great time. Take us home with those songs, man.
well, thank you, Robert. So we got a couple of requests for this. I'm not asking much. You don't have to call or keep in touch. I don't expect you to do it anyway. There's something left, but it's mostly over. A few more lines, a little older, and a bed that's all your own at the end of the day. Part of me remembers summer wine, winter's embers, and the laughter of the children as they play. All my friends tell me forget it. There's a new life, go and get it. Part of me remembers anyway. Well, it's sad how blind we are to things gone wrong till they've gone too far, and there's nothing that can set them straight again. And it's a funny place to stand, worn out hearts and empty hands, with your best friend there, still too far away. Part of me remembers summer wine and winter's embers, and the laughter of the children as they played. All my friends tell me forget it. There's a new life, go and get it. Part of me remembers anyway. I'm no longer feeling sad, but old regrets are just as bad. Oh, is that the verse? Little in return. I can't remember. Diane, what's the third verse? What's that when we are? Yeah. Sad when we are, to things gone. I'm no longer feeling sad. I'm right. But old regrets are just as bad. They waste your time with little in return. That's not to say I don't remember, but it's like the sun in late November that tries to warm you through the cold, but all the while it's getting old. And part of me remembers summer wine and winter's embers, and the laughter of the children as they played. All my friends tell me forget it. There's a new life, go and get it. Part of me remembers. Part of me remembers. Part of me remembers anyway. All right, so let's do one more song. Yes, I want to do
This
something.
is Jeremy.
All right.
Well, we've got a lot of songs. We've done a lot of songs tonight, and we're we're gonna put some of those on this album, this new album.
Yeah, a lot of you made requests. We got over 30 requests for different songs.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And I know Bill tonight wanted to hear a song comes in stealing. I think we did that.
2 shows.
No?
What's he saying?
Oh, can't hear you. But
What's that? What's the matter?
yeah, so somebody looking to talk, and
Who's that? Bill?
yes, Bill McGee. We're not hearing you, Bill.
Yeah, no audio coming through for you, Bill.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You can write it in the chat.
That's right. But we have to sing something before that. So this is boy, with all the sadness in the world these days.
It's a feel-good song. Makes you feel good when you quit crying.
In the heart of the winter, the year I turned 10, my father he took sick and died. With a scratchy old farm, 6 kids in lean times, Mama fought pretty hard to get by. Spring was turned into summer when a man he came traveling through. Said he'd work till the harvest was all stored away, and that meals in a room it would do. It was that or the banks, so my mom signed him on. His name was Jerry Brown. On the front porch we'd gather when dinner was done, and the evening was settling down. And he'd tell us his stories of traveling, sing of old friends and places he'd been. And he mended our hearts on those long summer nights, taught me to smile once again. He'd sing, ooh, there's a time and a place for goodbyes. Ooh, it's a sad and a sweet thing to cry. Yes, to cry how I cried. But the answers, they'll come by and by. He worked hard as 2 men, was quick with a grin, though a distance remained in his eyes. And he never did say why he took to the road, and we knew well enough not to pry. But he understood how I was feeling, or at least to me that's how it seemed. And late in the night, as I lay in my bed, his songs they'd run through my dreams, singing, ooh, there's a time and a place for goodbyes. Ooh, it's a sad and a sweet thing to cry, yes, to cry how I've cried. But the answers, they'll come by and by. October it came, the last corn was in, and Jeremy packed up to go. Heading down south was about all he would say. If he'd be back, he just didn't know. But I think that I knew as he held me, when somehow I could smile through the tears, that if I needed a a friend, I would find him again in the song that I've sung all these years. I sing, ooh, there's a time and a place for goodbyes. Ooh, it's a sad and a sweet thing to cry. Yes, to cry how I've cried. And the answers, they've come by and by. Ooh, there's a time and a place for goodbyes. Ooh, it's a sad and a sweet thing to cry. Yes, to cry how I cried. And the answers, they'll come by and by.
David, Bill was asking for "Written Before You Came," the song "Written Before You Came."
You know, I think we did this last time. You know, all right. Oh, written before you came. Oh, yeah, I can't do that one. so I was going to do another one.
You can do that one.
No, I can't remember written before you came. I like that song. You know, this was one of my early '70s songs. I'll try to remember it for the next concert. I mean, I did try to play it, 6 months ago or something, and couldn't remember all of it. So, but thank you for asking, Bill. And Bill is the person here who's probably seen us longest, with the exception of Libby. So thank you. So yes, we're gonna before it gets much later, we're gonna cut off the stream. We're gonna say thank you again to Reverend Robert Jones for being here, and
Love you so much.
And then we're gonna for whoever wants to stay around and chat, we can do that. Best part of the show. So thank you all again.
Thank you all.
All right,
Brian, you can cut that stream.